Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Live. I almost forgot the name of our darn channel. I'm your host. Oh yes, I'm Sean Reap. That's Spiro Agnew. No, Milt Minter Jr.
Right,
And this is
you'd be
Richmond.
Alexander Haig,
Ooh. Well,
I'm in
this
charge here now.
is Richmond, the classic D-shaped three-quarter mile fast short track. Milty and I were commiserating about how we just never really got the hang of this place. And so this is not one that I'm itching to be out there with, like a Pocono or what have you, but it should be some great racing. We got some great short track specialists out there tonight, not the least of which being, of course, your point leader, Ken Shea in that 91 car, the Super B. As you see, the car is taking the grid now.
Well, he's just wiped the floor with everybody so far, but tonight, the goat, Rick Johnson on point.
Absolutely, you see him
He
there, the
means
52
business
car.
tonight, folks.
Yeah, 52 car and his teammate, Chris Beckman. Oops, that's practice. We talking about practice? There we go. Rick Johnson on the pole. Mark DeSenza on the outside. Richmond, Virginia, says Jim Ray, our founder here at FSB. Number 52 all day. I mean, he was going to pick him anyway. It just happens, to be a track you can make the pun with. Mark DeRocket DeSenza.
And Jim was pretty good here, back in the day. But back in the day, it's not compared to what these guys can do now. And look at those times all the way down 22, 22, 22. What's it going to take? A smaller field tonight. No, I expect some cautions and then a lot of green flag. Difficult pit stops, difficult entry. You're looking at tire management. These setups are great now, and compared to what we ran back in the day, these cars really handle well, but they still fall off, and you're going to see that tire day.
Well, pace car's off rather quickly because, again, this is only a three-quarter mile track. Bent front stretch here. Got to be easy on that first gear, and we're green here at Richmond. Well, we got to get into our jinxes there. Obviously, Jim Ray's got the 52. I don't know. I think I'll keep the jinx streak going. Go with Ken Shea.
I texted you like 3 hours ago, and I had the 91. So
oh, you had the 91. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, well then I'll take I'll take Slim. I think Slim's due to break out of a slump then.
Step yourself into a Slim.
And we got Doris Gately cheering on.
Some connection help here, and let's check it out. If he doesn't have to deal with that kerfluffle, he'll definitely be a factor. In fact, I did some training with Slim back in the day on this track. Let's go. Take a look at the info here.
Ryan Johnson peeking underneath Pops.
Sorry. 160 laps. 0.75. If you don't habla, that's definitely 3/4 of a mile. So what are we looking at?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the window is here. I didn't run Tuesday night because I was tired and frustrated with how the super speedway race went for me, so I just left. But a short track like this, yeah, probably gonna get about 40-50 laps to a tank here.
Let's get some in-car right off the bat here.
Well, I gotta fix the standings overlay first because we don't have enough cars to justify 2 rows of ticker. So pardon me while I switch to studio mode for a second.
I'll tell you what. Let Jim Gately with the free ride here, good connection, and being able to drive. He's chomping at the bit, and this is a great track for him. The two
All right.
teammates behind Rick Johnson here trying to do some work. Early, you see the outside in, right in the 23 car of Jim Gately. This is, don't get to that. This is
We're
what
on board.
You see that big bumblebee behind you. I mean, win. That's all this guy's doing, trying to hit his first championship here on Friday night.
Yeah, on board here with Ken Shea as he chases down Slim Jim.
Let's go.
You see the different lines there being taken by the 52 and the 3 car. Rick Johnson likes to come in high and roll it down, or Mark DeSenza likes to keep it lower most of the way through the corner.
Just a tap on the brake and roll right out to the wall. Lower, maybe not even brake here. Oh, you're in a garbage disposal right here. Now
circling the drain.
And 2 and 3 and 4. So let's look at turn 3 and 4 here. Flatter. Lift it, drift out a little bit, drift right up to the wall. They're disciplined here. This is the scariest corner here, turn 1. You break in a straight line, but then you got to bring it down there, up to the wall. Straight line again, just discipline. These guys, you have to nail it.
The thing is, it's impossible to break in a straight line there.
Quick here.
Yeah, the problem is it's impossible to break in a straight line going into turn 1 because the front stretch isn't even straight. So you're curving the whole way around.
Well, you kind of break you pick a marker on the wall and then you break, and that's your marker to turn in because, yeah, there's nothing straight here. But that moment of breaking, Rick Johnson has come from Burr here.
He's got a mirror full of Mark DeSenza, and Slim's got a mirror full of Ken Shea right now. And let's not count out Jammin' Jay Dolfer there in the 63, looking strong in 5th place. Oh, caution, and it appears to have somehow involved the 40 car of Jim Christopherson as he's already rolling down pit road. We'll get this backed up and figure out what happened. Oh, it was just an engine failure.
Oh, he's on fire. Come on,
Yeah.
get out of there. Come on, fire. Come on, gosh, on fire. Yes, he is. And he just blowed up right there.
That's all it was. It was the motor hand grenading down the backstretch. Hey, Danny Falcon. This is a great broadcast. Go 52. Yeah, so he's cheering for the co-goat as well. That's an easy pick, guys. Yeah, you Donkey Bop guys, you're so predictable. Always going for the low-hanging fruit.
With our FSB buddies, man. I mean, we're FSB through and through, and
of course.
This is our baby right here.
Appears the 34 Shane Wisman pitted early down a closed pit road. Not sure why he would have done that, so let me see if I can back it up and figure out why. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of, I don't know, I'm trying to trying to multitask here, which is difficult.
Oh, I see what happened. They were trying to pass the pace car, but then the pit road was open when they came by. This is going to cause chaos as you see the field stopping, trying to figure out exactly where they need to line up.
Well, I just say this instead of texting you. Thank you for watching, Doris, and son's on it tonight. Thanks for watching, Richard. Go JD63, Danny Falcon, my teammate right there. Thank you, sir.
There it is. They caught the pace car, the tail end of the field did, and then as they got to pit road, the pits opened because the pace car was right behind them. I think they were really supposed to go around one more time. And so I hope that didn't trap people a lap down.
Exactly. That's always a problem with the short tracks and NASCAR 2003, and definitely getting lined up with the pace car. I always like to call, God bless him, the great Johnny Rutherford, because he was the pace car driver. I was like, Johnny Rutherford needs to get it going here. But, obviously he got it going for many years there. Castle down pit road there. 124.
Got more cars heading down pit road. 41, 124, 59, all hitting pit road again in the midst of this confusion.
This is cheese grater, dude. Right? I mean, it was back in my day,
I think you were right there. Rick Johnson said, sorry guys, didn't think I got it, so needed to wait one more.
That's it. That's what it was then.
There's
Okay.
Dan Jones there.
How's it going, boys?
Pretty
Good
good,
to hear you,
brother.
Dan. Sounding a bit tinny from Mexico, but we got you.
I'll change my headset. I've got my iPods on.
That would do it. Yep, that's why it sounds like a phone. Well, we got Brad Otto. Brad Otto up front, starting this one. Green flag.
The 59 again. Next on here. Side by side down pit road.
Thinking maybe they got black flagged.
Gotta be a BF. They're pitting here? What the heck's going on?
Are you sure you're not behind?
A whole bunch of people pitting. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, black flags all over the place.
91,
we got some
67.
Snafu here when these guys are getting black flags. And this is a kerfuffle. You can dissimulate that if you want to get.
Oh my goodness! Look at all these cars currently on pit road.
And these short tracks and these, it depends when the caution comes out, where it does. If it's right around the start finish line, it creates a problem.
Oh my goodness! No joke. 3/4 of the field has a black flag currently.
This is
Brad
gonna.
Otto is in the lead, Fresno, California. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
Let's hope these guys don't speed in their frustration. I think some of them forgot to turn tires off.
Here, and the Marine is up in front here. Come on, Bradley.
Everybody but Rick Johnson took off there, so.
Rick must have had a long penalty in addition to taking service.
Oh, he's probably swearing a bit.
Extra
penalties.
No, Rick don't say much, but
there he goes.
Not angry. He was my teammate, and he's very quiet on the radio. But
all right, so when the dust settles, here, we're gonna find everybody from 6th on back is down at least one lap. Shane Wisman and Ryan Johnson, who were on the tail end of the field when the caution flew, are currently 1 lap down. Then everybody from 8th place Pops Margison back to Rick Johnson, shown 15th, they're all 2 laps down.
Well, Brad's won races before. He's won Daytona. He was my teammate also. You know, this is a golden opportunity. You know, racing is, that's why you run the races. Once again, out there, the 99 of Pops Margison from a slip and fall. Out there, he can't get enough. He might be driving with one arm right here, and he drove with one eye a couple years ago when he had.
And then he did it again when they got the other eye done. The other eye done. So like it was like a month shoot between.
He is just relentless and a tribute to himself. You know, he's just a wonderful guy and unbelievable. And he is up there in PA here.
5 cars running in the lead lap.
Yeah, 5 cars in the lead lap right now. We'll get to them here in just a second. Let me switch some stuff back to what I was looking at.
And 2 more with just 1 lap down, so Ryan will get his lap back if anything happens here.
All right, so Rick Castle, your leader. 2nd place, Chris Beckman,
Yeah,
who stayed out. Chris Beckman stayed out during all that mess. That's how he did not get trapped a lap down.
He's been due for a long time, that guy.
So then Brad Otto, Brad Otto right there is in
Dan,
3rd.
You know how hard it is to win, and I know how good you are. I've raced against you, and it's hard to win a race here in FSB.
Especially these Friday night races. The 86 of DJ Sorrentino is the 4th place car. And then the last car on the lead lap.
Wow. Rick Johnson from
Donald.
1st to 15th.
Donald Ritchie. Driving the old Rick Bisconner 43 car. 11 seconds back of the lead, but he is hanging on there. 5th place on the lead lap.
Rick Johnson has got to be, you know, pounding that steering wheel right now.
I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people.
Look, and he's the most experienced and level-headed, aware of the situation as it transpires guy I've ever raced with or against. Raced against him, and he whipped me so many times, and he was my teammate. And for him to, you know, for this to happen to him is very rare.
Well, short tracks and pace cars, weird things happen sometimes. So I'm going to keep the second camera there focused on Ryan Johnson. He's your current lucky dog position car. And then your leader is 124 of Rick Castle with 41 of Chris Beckman trying to close that gap.
Keep an eye on the 34, trying to get, you know, up to Ryan at least to challenge him for that 1 lap.
Yeah, he's not even in the picture right now.
Nope. And Ken Hansen between them, so.
Yeah, Ken Hansen trapped 2 laps down in 9th place, matching his car number.
New driver Donald Ritchie finds himself in E5, you know, getting passed by Rick Johnson pretty easy. But, you know, Donald is just definitely, he's living the moment right here, right?
Anyway, I will be right back and hand it over to Milton Dan here.
Otto, after leading for a little bit, still in P4 on the lead lap. DJ Sorrentino in P3 here. This is a great opportunity. These guys are all so good. All they need is a little bit of break to show what they can do. And, you know, he's chasing Marcus Sinza here, was P2, and now he's 13th. And a gaggle up front. This is going to get good here. Can Shane the lap down. Jim Gailey a lap down. I mean, and these are the fastest cars on the track right here. Belfort. Oh, pops into the wall a little bit. And Ken Hansen almost in the wall. Almost into that beer can. You know, it's so funny. I was watching Real Racing, and they were talking about, gosh darn it, I can't remember which driver it was, beer sponsored car. And they were saying the same thing in the Bush. Oh, and pops hits the wall again on the Bush Clash. Oh, Roy Johnson, the mustard's off the hot dog. Oh my gosh. Goes high, and I don't think he made contact, but he definitely lost a bunch of positions there. We got a gaggle of lap cars. These guys don't even know where they're at. If they do, they're paying too much attention because right now they need to drive. And Johnson back down. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not live. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I don't know what TV feeds you guys are seeing, but I'm looking through the field here. One feed I see is the 124 of Rick Castle in P1. Somehow he did it, and here we go. Lap time's also close that this kerfluffle has definitely upset things. Beckman P2. And P5 is ahead of P3. P3, Sorrentino, DJ. Through all this, what are you thinking about fuel and tires? You're not even, so much has gone on here already. You gotta think, 40 laps here.
All right. I am back, and
what's our window here, boss?
I was thinking it was like 40, 50 laps here on a short track.
Yeah. So
Maybe 50, 60.
Yeah, that's the same as it was back in the day, so.
Dog asking in the chat how many cars in the field. There are there are a total of, I think, 15 left running.
Monster, how many beers have you had already?
Yes. Tell you what, Brad Otto's in danger of going a lap down and putting himself into the lucky dog spot and leaving Ryan Johnson out in the cold. So he's got to pick it up here and try and keep up with these leaders. Looks like the 43 of Donald Ritchie has fallen off the lead lap. Not surprising, he was already half a lap back, a few laps. Oh, Ken Shea is really loose in front of Ryan Johnson. Hangs on to it, though.
Well, these fast guys are so much faster than some of the others that are ahead of them that the others have to kind of, just stay the course here. They've got a chance now, but long way to go, and these guys are coming. Thing is, with all this going on here, you got to stay out. You got to run it out, I think. Can't think about early pit strategy or anything. You have to keep that track position and hope, you get some cautions here to keep those faster guys a lap down. Now, you're going to have lucky dog guys, but that's one at a time.
Rick Castle's
Great
holding.
run for DJ Sorrentino, and he's, got to be feeling it here.
You know, Rick Castle
Sometimes you
is
bring
holding
stuff
serve.
out that you didn't think you could do when the moment arises. But you see cars a lap down just as fast as these guys. This, status quo. Now, if you're battling for, well, this is a great gaggle here with Johnson trying to get around, Ryan Johnson trying to get around Pops Marguson here. Oh, Pops hits the wall and hits the 3-car. Pops is not liking turn 2 there.
Yeah, it's kind of...
He just cannot get through that.
Whoa, slide job, slide job. The 3-car slides up in front of Pops. That was close.
Pops is definitely hurting, and he's definitely beat the heck out of that Scotch Blue Ford on the right side there. Ryan Johnson, these are the kind of races that he wins. The unimaginable get down to the end and strategy, what you gonna do. He finds a way.
Well, there's a lot of uphill battle for him if he's going to pull this one off.
He's P5.
Hey, yeah, that very observant there, dog.
Are you kidding me? Look at this gaggle of cars here.
Your dog noticed that the...
Nailed it. They're all over it here.
Dog noticed that the...
toe to nail or nail to toe? I don't know.
Dog noticed that the standings weren't scrolling. Was very observant there. Yeah, there were... there were only 15 cars running, or 16 cars at the start, before Christopherson blew his engine, so there would have been just one column of names on the second part of the scroll, so I just shut it off, because they're separate sources entirely. Just keeps it cleaner.
Which, by the way, good to hear from Dog. We usually talk, it's, time just goes by, and like, man, I haven't talked to Dog in a while. What's up, brother? Ken
Chris
Hansen,
Beckman.
the beer can. That's his boy right there. And they love to talk a lot of trash between each other.
Chris Beckman is not...
It looks like Brad Otto's going to pit.
Chris Beckman is not hanging with the 124.
Brad Otto is down pit road.
Ooh, a little wall banger down the backstretch for the 41 car. Yeah, Brad Otto, he likes to pull odd strategies, and why not when you're in the catbird seat like this?
Well, yeah, okay, but I really disagree. At this point,
Oh, yeah.
You have to stay out.
He was probably about to lose a lap,
unless
though.
You're going to blow a tire here.
He was definitely about to lose a lap, so that might have been his thinking. And then just split this up into 2 runs to finish it with 100 laps to go.
Okay. Wispin in the 34 here, up to P5.
Yeah, P5, but still a lap down. But hanging in there. And Rick Castle just continues to check out.
Up. Jim Gately has moved up. This pack right here, they're making hay here. Long time to go. Golfer, they fast. All over Hansen here. Gotta get something done here.
Like Dog's been playing some flight sims. What's your favorite plane there, Dog? You said you're shooting down German, so it's European theater, so P-38, P-47.
He likes to fly a B-52 over Fresno, where I live, and all my ass.
He just empties the toilet. Or the classic, of course, the Mustang.
Looks like the 9 is starting to shift here, which we saw in the Busch class in the real fashion. Fashion in the real race.
The Coliseum, yeah. Whoa, Ken Shea is loose again. He is digging, trying to get all he can out of it, and I think it's starting to wear out his rear tires. That's one thing I find about when you've got a setup that can shift here, is, yeah, it might help you get off the corner a little better, but then you start lighting up those rear tires. You get them hot, you get them slick. Ah, Doug's flying the Spitfire. I didn't even think about the British planes. Yeah, Spitfire is hard to beat.
We shall never surrender. We shall fight them in France. We shall fight them in the hills, in the streets. We shall never surrender.
Spitfire's a sweet plane. I like the Tempest in the Sims, though. A little faster, a little more rugged, a little more firepower. A lot less maneuverable than a Spitfire, though. Yeah, we talked about Jam and Jay. Austin Isle there. Yeah, we were talking about him earlier. He was hanging tough in 5th place before this all went sideways. We got the 3-car hitting pit road now. That's not too long after Brad Otto came in, so yeah, Brad's strategy might not be all that crazy.
Well, exactly. The heck do I know? And first of all, and second of all, you're in the window now. Smell screen, look screen.
Now, also, is DeSenza just retiring because he's hopelessly behind? I don't think so. I think it's too early for that.
Who? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
DeSenza. But no, he's actually getting service. He's going. He's good. Well, you know, if he's not running for a championship, Mark's one of those guys who will just retire it if he's, yeah, maybe he's too far behind or too damaged. But looking good now. He's back on the track, up to speed.
Well, there's definitely possibilities here, especially with his speed.
Oh, Slim's warping again. A real bad warp from the 23. And you know his teammates telling him that. And that being Mark DeRocket DeSenza, just exited the pits, as we said. As I was starting to say, there's Jam and Jay. He's hanging out there with Ken Hansen, knocking on the door of the top 5.
Let's go a little in-car with Jam and Jay here.
There we go. On the right side of your screen, the 63 car will take us around the track as he follows Ken Hansen. Oh, wow. Look at all.
Guys, to back off a little bit. Here comes the season down low, 3 wide. Whoa, great job by Jason Dolfer there. Feather that gas. Just are running around like like they're just running around the pool. I mean, they're running and deciphering every inch and every second. Okay, now you gotta get back here. Let's go. Let's work it.
Yep, those fresh tires. Ken Hansen's just gonna let him go.
You have to deviate your stuff quickly here. You got that guy in that bumblebee behind you. That's a scary car in your mirror. Look at this mirror right there. That's what he's seeing. Now, what you do as a driver on the straightaway, you look, take a glance, and then you look back down. You have to do it real quickly. You can't not look at those guys. You have to know where they're at, what their intention is, make a decision, and then hit your apex point. Hit your marker. And that could be a light, that could be something on the side of the road. What do you use here, Sean?
Hope and pray.
Well, that's why you don't like this track.
I don't like this track very much. But yeah, the lights are pretty good marker there for turn 1.
Yeah, then you go down low here.
And then right where the pavement.
The other light.
Yeah, the end of the Nextel sign, where the pavement starts darkening up,
Now, what
is
you
your turn
do
3
with your
one.
timing is you don't necessarily, it depends on the marker. When you use the marker, you decide whether it's going to be a visual thing when you see it or when you cross it. That's your break it. In road racing, a lot of times you pick up things, uh, visual things that you want to wait till the car goes right by that line or close to it.
52, Rick
As your
Johnson.
timing is. Otherwise, in stock car races, there's less things to look at, so you got to find something. It could be that light standard.
So here, just a lap or two before halfway, you got Rick Johnson, your pole setter, hitting the pits from 2 laps down, and then your leader, Rick Castle, the Rick and Rick show on pit road here. Smart move. Rick Castle is the only car on the lead lap currently. Ryan Johnson will get back to the lead, but he's got to come in soon. So either way, Ryan Johnson's in a great position here to either catch the lucky dog or get his lap back the old-fashioned way if you catch a caution during this pit cycle.
Castle down pit road, Pops down pit road. Executing this race for it, all the physical things that happened to him, a broken clavicle, just for him to drive this race,
Dolfer down pit road.
crazy.
63,
Pops
Jason
is
Dolfer.
off of pit road. You
Oh,
go,
we're
young
definitely-
man.
We're getting into the meat of the pit stops here. And here comes Ryan Johnson.
At this pace, with these laps, that's going to bring opportunities for short pitting at the end if it stays free.
Ryan Johnson pits from the lead, actually, having stayed out there.
Let's take a look at. He never does anything without thinking about it, and we're looking at lap times. His lap times were definitely starting to suffer. So, Wisman right behind him. Smokes
Chris
him.
Beckman.
Smoke him if you got him.
Chris Beckman staying on the track.
Yeah,
Actually, he pitted. He pitted before.
Roll the dice, bro.
That's right. He
Give it
pitted earlier.
caution.
He pitted earlier. He was one of the short pitters, and look how it's paid off. It's put him into the lead, 1.5 seconds up almost on Rick Castle.
He's
But-
gonna need a caution.
Well, they're going to have to pit again, regardless, I believe.
But that could be tire tag and yeah, exactly right.
Well, it was also about
Look
3
at
seconds
these
behind.
pros. Oh, Johnson to the wall. A little scrape, no harm, no foul, no blood. Cold tires out the pits.
Yeah, so Chris Beckman with the short pit gets him the lead, but remember, he was losing ground that whole time to Rick Castle. So Rick is Rick
all the way down.
Yeah, Rick is the faster, or has been the faster car all night. Yeah, Richie gets out of the way there, and the cars get by
Rick
without
Johnson
incident.
ain't gonna quit, I guarantee. And
No way.
he know what he was loaded for bear tonight.
Yeah, Rick Johnson finds himself
This
still
stuff
2
ain't
laps
done.
down in the 11th spot.
Oh, this
A little
is
accordion.
around the back of Rick. They're gonna work together here. Lots of time. This is gonna recycle. These guys are moving. Wisman at P5 here. Let's see. Man, timing and scoring. We're gonna have to see how this recycles.
I think it's just settled back in.
Normal.
I believe we're done with the pit cycle here.
Fifth. Johnson still 11th. Still a lap down from Wisman.
Still 2 laps down for Rick Johnson. Ryan Johnson once again in the lucky dog spot. See, Chris lets the 124 go, He knows that Rick
Or
Castle
not
is
just
the faster car than that 124. So Rick's not strictly lucked into this.
You know, Richmond, it does not disappoint with craziness. These guys are all running 22, 22, 22, 22, coming out the pits here. Track position is dictating everything. Golfer, excellent stop. P7 here. Cam and Jay getting it. But Beckman and Castle are on point here. We've seen the evolution of Rick Castle, which, you know, I mean, right from the beginning, he coming to this league, you knew that he knew racing, you know. This is a perfect race for him. And obviously a very good track. I'm going to step away for a minute. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
I was holding down the wrong button for my microphone that whole time. So again, we got Rick Castle leading. Chris Beckman hanging on. Not losing time this time. Just hanging on about that 0.8 second bracket back. DJ Sorrentino, I was starting to say there, he's doing great. Hanging on in the third spot there, staying on the lead lap. As pit cycles happen again, anything could happen here to get these guys back to the lead lap. You see Jason Dulfer, Ken Hansen, all those guys picking up a bunch of spots there. Someone must have hit pit road. And it is Brad Otto. So Brad Otto's on pit road again. Ooh, I don't know if that'll get him to the finish. That might be cutting it close.
60 laps, I don't know. I mean,
that'd be tough.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Even if the fuel can make it, the tires are going to be absolutely junked.
But if there's a caution when he's out in first place.
Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about. If things cycle through, that could play to his advantage. So we will see. And we'll watch the scanner for what other people doing. There's Dave Ellens in the 115. Your Talladega winner.
I don't think you got to go another 20 laps here, right?
Yeah, it was a good race last night. You got the podium place there, Sean.
Yeah, I ended up third place, and everybody else ended up upside down coming across the finish line.
That was a good one.
It was like a meat grinder at the start-finish line.
One caution the whole night.
Yep.
Slim Jim Gately kind of, just rolling by himself right here. Been running great, but then a little bit of internet problems there. So frustrating. I dealt with that for several seasons and, got parked. I could get that down.
He is inside the top
Yeah.
10 there, showing 9th place, 2 laps down. In between Rick Johnson and Ken Shea currently.
And that internet stuff messes with your lap times too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Hell,
distracting.
we got this gaggle right here. The championship leader, Ken Shea. Following the
Ken and Ken show.
here in 7th, and then 6th, Golfer, which was a great run from Jam and Jay here.
These guys just need to catch a break and they'll be right back in the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys can win this race here. And you see Pops, even with the damage, banging, I mean, what a trooper. But he's going to have to let these guys by him eventually. But he's battling. You don't let them by until they get right on you, and then you got to let them by. Your lap down, But right now, Pops with fresh tires, he's smoking them. Beckman, Rick Castle, and Brad Otto sandwich here. Brad off sequence here. How's that going to work? Got these protagonists right here. Rick Castle is just running like a switch watch right here. And we know how he can do this. He does it every race. Whether he's 10th place or 5th place or running for a win, he's going to be consistent and run great laps. And he's won before, I mean, all the wins I've had, very few on Friday night. So, a couple of them, I think. It's harder with the lights are on, He rolling. Beckman right there. Those Hotline dudes, Chris and Rick are really put in. You could tell this season the team, both of them, are 100% in, and Ken Shea is just basically, trumped that. So, but they've been, born again hard here. Golfer trying to get around Pops. Pops is fast. I mean, the car is fast, so he's battling. These guys
First car
really
3 laps
want to get
down.
around him now, and so it's about time. Let's see what happens here. And
Just go
the
let them all go.
veteran lets him go wide here. It's going to be interesting. It's a good battle, though. That's typical Pops. Pops has the speed. He runs hard. But when it's time to let guys by, he lets them by. The veteran, Trans Am champion.
Beckman to pit road.
Whoa, smoke down pit road.
There he goes. Chris Beckman on the 41 pits from 2nd place. And this
In
should
the
be the final
window.
stop of the night. We're in the window. And this is where it could get dicey, or other guys could catch their break.
What's Ryan Johnson gonna do? That's what I want to know.
I think if I'm him, I run it dry.
I think he gonna do that.
And 4 tires and 2 cans of Unical 76 fuel, because this is 1988. And the 41 car is down and away. We got smoke on the backstretch there. The 43 car slowing to the inside. Not sure exactly what happened there.
Gotta take a chance. Ryan Johnson's definitely
43 car is slow on the apron. Oh, the motor is running.
Westman in the same boat.
I don't know what happened with that 43 car. Let's back it up and take a look. Sounds like he was clutching. Went all the way to the apron. And then it refired on the backstretch. Did he maybe just lose the gear?
What's the strategy Johnson's gonna do here? Rick Johnson. Ryan Johnson. Excuse me.
I think Ryan Johnson stays out until it runs dry.
He's not clutching it at this point, so. Don't know if that's gonna help him or not, so.
Well, what he needs is to be one of the last cars to pit and to catch that caution. So I don't think it matters if he clutches or not.
Exactly.
He just needs to have his car running when the pit cycles happen.
You know, Slim staying in fourth, Hansen downshifting, and they're pretty much status quo, but Slim is all over him, and Slim is being Slim here with a good connection at this point.
Ryan Johnson, third place.
Yeah, third place, DJ Sorrentino, second place, 1 lap down. So Ryan's no longer in the lucky dog spot, with DJ having been finally lapped.
We need a caution.
Well, he doesn't need it right now. That's the thing. He's got to get by DJ, or outlast these guys and get his lap back organically.
Sorrentino gets some. Did he get his first win? On Friday nights.
I don't think he's in position to pull that off, because he still has to pit.
Don't make any mistakes, because he got Shane Weissman right on his butt.
Yeah, Shane's coming for him. Ryan's working his way back up to him. He still has to pit.
Oh! 43 almost gets in the back of the 86 after he lets him by there.
Yeah,
Great job by Donald Ritchie not to make that contact. He got there somehow, and he's letting everybody by there. That was definitely a check your drawers moment there. Good job,
cars.
though, but he definitely overran that corner after that.
I think 43 cars having some kind of problem.
Yeah,
Might only have third gear.
What's going on with the 43 here?
Wow, Shane's trying pretty hard, twice into the wall in 2 laps.
Find Shane. There he is. Yeah,
guys
Shane
are,
wants.
about a second lap slower now with tire day. Already. The track precision still king. Ken Shea, being followed by P2, he's in P6. That'll boggle your mind there. He lapped down. Rick Castle. Yeah, man, I'm loving this. I
7,
know
8,
what
and
to
9.
do, and he knows what to do. Still in the 22 nines, crushing it. Come on, Rick. The Punisher. Well, he definitely wants to go green.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, good battle back in 7th, 8th, and 9th. Jason
And by the way,
Dolfer.
I think Rick Castle also probably wants to run this out as far as fuel goes, and try and keep everybody trapped a lap down.
Yeah, pretty good strategy.
Yeah.
Now, how
21
that
gets
will...
around, Beckman gets around the Wisman, more position.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Chris Beckman, he pitted earlier. That's how he got to be a lap down. So if he doesn't catch that caution and he gives Chris all this time on fresh tires, that could end up handing the race over to Chris if you don't get the caution. So that is the intrigue with the differing strategies right now.
2.663 for Beckman last lap, and it's going back at the 59.
26 laps remaining.
Makes the pass.
Now will we see someone pit for just right side tires to finish this off?
I think so.
You might get down to the one can territory, just take rights and go.
22.7, definitely a bobble for Ryan Johnson.
Rick Castle's car is handling terrible. I saw Rick Castle almost knocked the wall down off turn 2. Those tires got to be getting near the end of their life.
I take deep breaths on here right now. These guys are pushing. Ted Shea up to P5, 22.8 with this tire wear. Ted Shea
Shane
is
Wisman.
crushing those laps.
Shane Wisman down pit road.
22.8, his best lap, 22.4.
Here he comes. Here comes the 124.
Here comes the leader down pit road. Rick Castle.
Let's see what he's doing. Two tires or what here?
There goes Chris Beckman to get his lap back.
22 laps to go.
Right side up on the 124. Jack dropped. Left side up.
He's going with 22
But
laps. I agree. You gotta go.
He's going to surrender the lead.
You gotta go 4 tires.
There goes Beckman. There goes
You're in
Beckman
the
to take the lead.
Don't sabotage yourself. Let those other guys take chances.
Beckman's exiting turn 2 now. So there's just the length of the backstretch between them now.
Come on,
Yeah.
Rick. Good job.
Let's see what the
When you
the
got
gap
all
is.
the coins in your bag, why hand it to somebody else? Let them take it.
Wait, it's still showing Chris Beckman in the lead. So, Rick Castle in the lead. So Chris did not get all the way around to back to the lead. He just got
We're
the one
seeing
lap.
Rick Castle P2 now.
Oh, there it is. The scoring finally caught up. So, okay, only 4 seconds back. Okay, that makes more sense with what I was seeing. Sorry, sometimes I forget there's like a 15-second delay on the scoring timing program,
Well,
and
Beckman's
these are
gonna still have to
20-something-second
pit
laps. I think Ryan Johnson must have hit pit road.
here. I think you have his box here. You gotta stop. You're losing time. Well, last lap 22.9. Still blistering laps for Beckman here, so I think you gotta pit in the next lap or two here.
No, he doesn't. He short pitted. That's how he got to the lead in the first place.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Castle just picked up half a second last lap.
So Ryan Johnson, let's see when he was last on pit road. Yeah, Ryan hit pits on lap 135.
So he gotta go the distance.
Slim Jim
Another
down
half a
pit
second.
road. 115 getting service.
There comes
2.5 seconds this lap. Let's see what he does this time around.
Cue the Jaws theme, because here comes Rick
here comes
Castle.
Castle. He gets by Johnson. Rick
2.1,
Johnson.
another 0.4 second.
Let's go. Come on, son.
3 laps,
Drag
he's
him
caught
down.
up almost a second.
By the way, if we catch a caution here, we're outside 10 laps to go. We will get Lucky Dogs, and the current Lucky Dog spot holder is showing as Slim Jim Gately, but I think that's about to fall to Ryan Johnson as Slim has pitted. Meanwhile, Ken Hansen and Ken Shea have gotten themselves onto the lead lap the traditional way. They've just got to hold on and hope for that caution.
There
And
he
they'll get a restart
goes.
with a shootout.
1.7.
He's got
1.7
the
seconds.
63 in the middle there, which Delfer is a lap down, 8th place.
Where did Ken's come from? 91. He's 3rd spot.
Ken Hansen rolling down pit road now in 4th
you
spot.
know, Ken Shea has been blistering the track. He's just too far behind for the win unless they get a caution here.
Castle's smoking along here. 1.4.
Come on, Rick. Come on, Castle. Dog him. He's got the tire advantage here.
0.7.
Driving like you stole it, son. Come on. Here he
Oh,
goes.
43 in the
Two cars
wall.
away, and he's coming.
Wow.
Dolpher's going to have to decide what he wants to do here.
Come on, Dolphin.
He's got
still
time.
racing,
He's got
but
time.
He's
Get out of
going
my
to
way,
have to
Dolphin.
get out of the way here.
Get it out of my way, son. I'll pay you back later.
Oh, this is big. This is big.
Oh, he's going for it. Here he goes, right past him.
I think Jay's also on fresher tires there and wants to try and hang on to.
Yeah, the early pit stop, like you guys said, really, got him track position, but Rick Castle back in the lead.
That'd be Rick Castle,
That
YouTube
Punisher.
filter.
Come on.
Chris Beckman, nice move. Just get it, let him go.
Yeah, Chris knew what his
Look at
play
all this
was.
green flag racing. I mean, you think about how hard this is at this track. All three of us are drivers. We've raced here. How badass this is. What we're watching right now, these guys are extremely stud-like.
And Ken Shea pitted from 3rd place there.
Delfer doesn't want to go. He's hoping he can battle here and, not lose another lap. But, man, I don't know. You got the leader behind you. That's good, hard racing, though.
Now, there's no reason for Rick to race here. Oh, no reason. Just back it off. He's got much fresher tires.
He's got company. Yeah, he's got.
He has no pressure.
You're right.
No
you're right.
pressure.
He's gapping and back it off. Stay.
I guarantee.
You're absolutely right.
I can guarantee you right now, though, he hears every single noise that every car around him is making, every thump of his heart, every ounce of blood flowing through his ears.
Last lap, 22.7. I'm sorry. But you got a lap track here. When you're in the lead, you know, you're pooping peach seeds here. You know, you got the vet, Rick Johnson behind you, but, you know, he's out of position here. He's not going to be a factor. He's not going to do that. He knows, you know, he's a vet.
Rick Johnson doesn't stand to gain very much here, even if he can get around him, because he's 2 laps down. But it's a great charge back up to 8th.
If they get the 124 busy here, the 41 is Rick's teammate. And, you know, race him hard, race him clean. Maybe he'll make a mistake and give your boy a chance to win this race. So these are so good. You know, they're racing the track and racing clean here. The 124 really wants to get by the 63.
I think 63 is going to let him go because they just
absolutely.
took. They just
couple of laps. You know, let's see what we can do. And now he lets him by. You know, he knows it's coming up.
They just took the 5. They just took the 5 to go, so we're inside next flag ends it territory. So you notice that Rick Johnson's backed off of him. The 63 of Jason Dolfer's backed off of him.
We've seen Rick Castle win before, but this has got to be the greatest race I've ever seen him run.
As I recall, there was some.
Till the end,
yeah.
You know?
As I recall, that one he won at Indianapolis also involved some strangeness on a pit stop that got a lot of cars black flagged that we never could quite figure out how it happened. And tonight, again,
reminds me of Dan Jones and reminds me of me. You know, we're not the fastest guys, but give us a little bit of breathing room. We can run laps like a Swiss watch, and that's what Rick has to do. He's not gonna, you know, make you, you know, explode with, man, this guy's so fast. But he's going to be.
Rick Castle takes the white flag.
Driver. Come on, son. Last lap.
As he try and get the 91 2 laps down for pride's sake, and I don't think so. He's just going to cruise home.
It's your winner, Rick Castle. Woo!
Almost lapping the whole field.
Wow.
I mean, there was some help with that caution flag weirdness, but man, he definitely drove that like he stole it.
It fell into his lap. No, it didn't. You had to execute great green flag pit stops, consistent laps. This is no gimme here. This is a great win.
Burn them off, Rick. You deserve it.
Field, and he smokes them up, gets them, burns them down.
Think about that one caution flag.
Son, get some. Yeah. He's acting like he's been there before, which he has. Breaks the streak of the 91, which, you know, Ken Shea had a great race. Obviously, they, you know, got caught up in the lap down stuff, but
Ryan Johnson with top 3.
well, that's what he do on the podium.
Always lurking around for that position.
On Friday night, dude can roll.
So one caution flag all night.
Tonight.
One caution flag and 160 laps at Richmond. Fantastic driving all around. Just circumstances caught some of these guys out.
Yeah, that yellow was.
And Rick Castle capitalized it. It was a blown engine. Yeah, the one caution was for an expired engine.
Richmond, one caution Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? We've seen it at Bristol before, too.
Great driving. FSBRacing.com.
So you see last week's points on the screen there. I gotta step aside for a second. Let Milty gather up our podium finishers here, which are once again Rick Castle, Chris Beckman, and Ryan Johnson. I'll be right back.
Alrighty then. Take a look here. Your podium, Rick Castle in the 124, Chris Beckman the 41, and Ryan Johnson. Where did he come from? A lap down, but still in E3. Great run by DJ Sorrentino. Solid all night. This is a great run by the 86 car. Also with P5, the 34 is Shane Wisman. You know, Shea, Dulfer, Johnson, Gately, Hanson, and Ellens. They're all right there. They just got hosed on that deal. So let's see if we can gather up these guys.
I think it would have been one heck of a race if everybody wouldn't have got screwed up at the beginning.
Yep.
Right. Hey, thanks, Danny. Let's see if we got the points updated here. And it's taking a while to load again. Wow, it's really taking a long time to load. Because my button didn't register.
Yeah, it's updated.
Yeah, the Stream Deck just decided I was kidding when I hit the button again. There we go. So gaining 1 point over Rick Johnson is Ken Shea, clawing back to a 6th place finish there, with Rick Johnson being 8th. Chris Beckman probably picks up some points there. He's 22 back of Ken Shea, and Rick Castle, your race winner, now finds himself in the top. Well, still finds himself in the top 5 there. 4th place, 29 points back, and 42 back Ken Hansen. Well, I got a third place.
Okay, the guys were still, the lap down guys were still talking in the other channel there. But
yeah, there was some confusion there, and Ryan Johnson, our series admin, will let you explain what happened.
Hang out with them, but you know, we got the post race here. So
yeah, we do.
We got P3 here, Chris Beckman.
No, Ryan was P3.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking at the wrong standings here.
You're looking at the points. So Ryan, your series admin, for tonight, also your 3rd place finisher there, the first car lap down. There was some confusion on that first pit stop. You got a handle on what happened there?
Well, it looked like the leader didn't back up for the pace car, and I'm going to put it as Slim put it down on our team channel, because I was kind of like, yeah, I got 3rd place, because he was congratulating me, but he said a lot of smart racers made some dumb decisions right there. We should have known to stay behind the pace car no matter what the leader did, and we went down pit road and got the black flag. So that's what happened to a lot of us. That's what happened to me. Me and the 34, we went to the tail of the field on the restart, went in pits right away. Some of the other guys didn't. So it was kind of just I'm 3rd place, and I'm not too happy about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's the thing with that is when you're behind the car that you're supposed to be behind, the spotter will only tell you once to let the pace car go.
I'm not laughing.
And then as long as you're where you belong in the field, he shuts up. So that's how that happens. That's how, like you said, a lot of smart racers made some bad decisions there, but still. Great perseverance. You had some. It looked like you were running the long game there, trying to run it out as much as you could
Time I did that.
to get back on the lead lap the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
You sat in the lucky dog most of the night. I mean, you
Yeah,
made
that's pretty much what I concentrated on. I was hoping for that yellow, and I was hoping maybe there'd be something funky, like maybe a yellow after the leaders pitted.
Yeah,
and some of
it
us
coulda
lap
happened,
guys could have got our lap backs, and it could have became a better race tonight. But you know what? Hats off to the race winner tonight, Rick Castle. I believe Chris came in second. Just the way it goes sometimes, sim racing.
Yeah, Rick was definitely
It
scooting
was
out
a
there. We'll get to
great
Rick.
race, for the fans, but not for you guys.
And yeah, you did exactly what you needed to do to hang on there, get it, make the best of it for the podium finish. So great job there, Ryan, and thanks for all you do running the series there. And we'll
And
move
I
on to
expect
our.
you to be unhappy. I would be.
We'll move-
I'd be pissed. You know?
We move on to our second place finisher there, one of the cars that stayed out on that initial caution flag, sensing something was wrong, and that turned out to be nearly the race-winning move. Man, you were fast all night there, but what more did you need there to deal with that 124 car?
I think I needed Rick to get a penalty with everybody else. That would have been helpful. But like you said, just sensed something was not quite right there, and felt Rick and I believe it was Ryan coming up behind me, staying out. And I thought, man, I need to stay out too. These guys clearly sense something is off as well. And like you said, it turned to be a pretty critical point of the race. Thrilled to death to be back on the podium again with Ozark
Absolutely,
Highland
yeah.
Trail Association here in Arkansas. I actually did about 5 miles on the trail today, and probably wasn't the smartest thing to do before a 160 lap race tonight. But
Well,
You know
gotta
what? It was good.
You
It was
gotta
good.
stay healthy. But the thing that what I was thinking about was you were off sequence with the rest of the guys, so
yeah,
at the end you just didn't have the car, to win the race, but you still got on the podium.
well, as much as I was just trying to hang in there and get my top 5, I had to try something. So I tried to short pit Rick a little bit on the last pit stop, split the window basically in half there and came in a few laps before him. He was very, very smart and stayed out, kept running his good lap times, and then came in and, man, he just burned me up on those new tires at the end. So, hats off to him. It was a great run for him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, that was another situation where you had the strategy. Again, you just needed the circumstance, but you definitely played the cards right because, as you said, Rick was scooting all night there. But great run there. Glad you're getting out on the trail. Us old guys need to stay active there, and so it's actually probably a good thing that you're doing that before the race. But congrats on your podium run there, and we'll move on to Rick, who's
Good job,
man.
Chris.
It looks like luck on paper, but you were flying. Like Chris is no slouch. Chris is pretty dang fast, and you were pulling away from him 2 seconds on equal tires. So great run there,
Yeah.
Rick. Tell us about your thought process on that first caution and the way you approached the rest of that race, knowing that you had that lead to protect.
Well, it's good to get the 124 with the new Budweiser paint scheme into victory lane here tonight. But probably not a scratch on it either. It just was just felt like it was on a rail for me tonight. It just was dialed in and just felt like I was hitting all the marks that I need to hit. And that first caution though, my spotter kept telling me to stay behind the pace car. And I'm like, where's the pace car? I don't see it. And I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, after almost one to go, I saw it coming, finally, the pace car. So I stayed out. And sure enough, I guess it trapped everybody else a lap down. And, luckily it made me the leader. I had just enough time to go in and pit and come back out.
Well,
once I got there, I said, I got to
that
hold
all
this spot.
said and good, but then at the end there, dealing with lap traffic that was fast as hell, and trying to figure out how to get to them with Beckman still on your tail and trying to figure out what he had left. and how
Right.
fast you should go, your race management at the end of that race. We talked about what happened, and it happened. But
Right.
your executions through all that, and then at the end of the race, your race management of the end of that race, with all the things that are probably going through your mind,
Yeah.
uh, it
Yeah. When
was
I
fantastic. I mean, that was a great win.
thank you. Yeah.
It's no fluke. It's what you do all the time when you
So
race, and this time you got a chance to be in the lead and deal
right.
with that,
Yeah.
and you executed. That's
Yeah,
badass. Man.
after the
Yeah.
last pit stop, and I saw where Chris was on the track, and I knew I had about 15, 20 laps to catch him. I definitely, was just more focused and ran probably some of my quickest laps of the race right there to,
You
to
did.
catch him and work to get by Rick Johnson, which
29
is never an easy
sevens,
task,
yep.
and, get up to him. But congrats to Chris and Ryan for a good run, too. Good job.
Oh. Solid runs
Thanks,
all
sir.
around there, everybody. And yeah, as the great Lefty Gomez, Giants pitcher back in the day, said, I'd rather be lucky than good. Well, tonight Rick was both, because you got the luck to get the situation, but you had to execute. You had a full green flag race after that. Could make no mistakes on pit road, no mistakes in traffic.
Absolutely.
You got it done. So congratulations on a
Thank you
Friday
very
night
much.
win on
Thanks,
a
guys.
short track. Good stuff. And we thank all of our podium finishers here for joining us in the post-race show. Again, your series admin, Ryan Johnson, thank you for all you do with that, too. Chris Beckman, who's doing the renders and the car pages. We're going back to having the weekly winners, and we'll have those beautiful Budweiser colors up for next week on the Winston Cup Series for your race winner, Rick Castle. And thanks again for all of you joining us there. Thanks, everybody, joining us out there in YouTube chat, YouTube land, watching,
for
subscribing,
Thanks, Donkeys,
liking.
for watching.
Yeah, thanks
Good
like
luck
everybody for checking in the
tomorrow,
chat.
At Bathurst.
Yeah, Danny Falcon running
We'll get 'em,
Bathurst
guys.
tomorrow with Donkey Bob.
Yep. Shout out to Randy and Riverside.
Awesome. Yeah, good luck, guys, there. And we thank, as always, our league owner promoter Sam Young, keeping the game and the league going here, and 19 years for this sim. NASCAR 2003, and here we are in 2022, still going strong.
That's
Running the stock track tonight, no less. So yeah, it's
And
the
thank
old
you,
game,
Sean
old
Milton,
track.
for the broadcast.
Yeah, thanks to
Thank
my
you,
partner
sir.
Milton Mitchell Jr. Joining me as always in sound and vision and
And
Budweiser.
I love this stuff, man. Love you guys.
It's
That's
awesome.
great.
We love doing it, and we'll be back next week. Where are we at next week, Ryan?
Don't know.
Rockingham, I think.
Rockingham.
It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
The Rock.
We'll be somewhere, and
Awesome.
It'll be badass.
We'll be there. We'll be killing some tires at Rockingham, and we will be back on for that. But until then, saying goodnight from Richmond tonight. I've been your host, Sean Reap, for FSP Racing Live. See you next time.